Good morning everyone and welcome back to another video. Today Tamworth travelled down to Woking in the Enterprise National League for yet another league game, and hopefully Tamworth can right the wrongs from the very tired and slightly flat performance of Tuesday against Yeovil and go on and get 3 points today to climb even further away from relegation. Tamworth currently sit in 10th place on 45 points, where Woking are in 16th on 39 points. But Woking have actually played 3 games less than Tamworth this season, which, you know, Woking have had a lot of problems with their pitch. They seem to have been fixed. They've done a lot of work to the pitch over the week, and hopefully we're the first actual proper game on the newly laid bits of that pitch, and hopefully they will hold up fairly well, and hopefully they'll get no more games called off throughout the rest of the season. But for me, Tamworth really need to go away today and get minimum a point. 3 would be amazing. A point on the road you'll always take, especially after Tuesday's performance. So I'm heading down in the kit van as per usual. We'll have a few stops on the way, get the usual bit of drink, food, so on, as we head to Woking. So I've arrived at the Laithwaite Community Stadium, the home of Woking, and yeah, it was quite a good run down. Stopped on the way, had a little bit of breakfast, forgot to take the camera in with me, so no shots of the bacon sandwich this morning, but arrived here in good time, helped the lads load all the kit into the dressing room. I've set up on the press bench, ready to go, trying something a little bit different today as well. Got my phone connected to the mixer desk as well as the headset, so I'm hopefully going to try and live stream on my TikTok page as well, hoping that works. It's a bit of trial and error, so we'll see. Referee is currently out on the pitch doing a pitch inspection. It's already past 2, so 1 last night and 1 this morning, so hopefully he deems it fit to go ahead. Now, obviously, Woking have had a lot of games postponed here recently, meaning they've got 3 games in hand over Tamworth. They've had a large section of the turf in front of the 1 goal mouth replaced. I'll try and get a shot of that in a minute. But yeah, it's a nice ground here. Some of it obviously looks a bit old, but it's still nicely maintained. Obviously, there's a 1 nice stand across to my right-hand side, but I'll get all the shots of all the stands in when I do my ground shots in a moment. But yeah, nice little ground, and I'm hoping for a good game this afternoon. Like I said earlier in the vlog, obviously I always come to these games wanting 3 points, but honestly after Tuesday's performance I'd be happy to take a point on the road, as I'm sure most people in this situation would. So I'm going to go around and do my ground shots, and I'll be back with you in a bit with some team news. So, team news is in for the Lambs, and today, starting off in goal is captain Jazz Singh, and we've got number 4, Tom Tonks, 5, Kennedy Deagy, 6 is Alfie Bates, 11, Luke Fairlamb, 12 is Joe Rye, 14, Stephen Moles, 18, Jordan Cullinane Lyberg, 27, Ollie Lynch, 42, Teo Curterin, and 46, Dan Asisho. So there's a few changes from the team that faced Yeovil in midweek. Hopefully them changes will bring bit better performance, certainly in the midfield, where we looked a little bit flat and a little bit tired on Tuesday. Like I said earlier in the vlog, personally, obviously I want to go and get 3 points today. That would be ideal, but I'd be happy with a point on the road. So, you know, it swings and roundabouts really of how the performance is going to go. So let's hope that it's going to be a much better game than Tuesday. And yeah, it's a much more positive performance. It's a little bit more direct and there's a bit more energy about it. And I think that's all that the fans probably want at the end of the day. So we're literally, 10 minutes away from kickoff. So I'll be back with you when this game gets underway. Good afternoon, one and all, and a very warm welcome from the Laithwaite Community Stadium, the home of Woking FC, for this afternoon's Enterprise National League fixture between Woking and Tamworth. Today's commentary is brought to you by your very own Lambs Media team, who are in proud association with Tamworth FC Team Builder. On commentary this afternoon is myself, Stuart Bywater, and I will be bringing you commentary for the entirety of the 90 minutes here on TikTok and hopefully on my TikTok as well. So hopefully everyone can hear me everywhere and we are all set to go. As Tamworth head the ball forward, Woking return it back with intent. Tom Tonks tries to get on the end of that one, hoofs the ball up into the air. It's brought down by Kennedy Deagy. He's dispossessed and Woking now look to come down the right hand side, cross into the box early. Shot from range on the rebound as well. Woking on the volley, go towards goal, but that one just over the bar. Jazz Singh not really troubled by that one. And it has gone behind for a Tamworth goal kick. Tonks looks to step up, hurls this one in towards the penalty area. Headed away by Woking, as far as Deagy. Deagy shoots towards goal. Blocked and cleared away. Comes out to Bates. Still not fully cleared away by Woking as of yet. It's now out wide to Asiche. Asiche takes on his man, looks to charge towards the inside of the box. Takes a deflection on its way through though, and picked up by Jaskalainen as he bowls the ball out to Richards. Down the left, Woking look to pry. Back now to the central defenders of Woking that try and guard that 18-yard box. But Tamworth are trying to penetrate early doors. Woking still trying to get the ball out of their own half. They finally do with a fantastic through ball. A second nice through ball as well. It's crossed towards the far post, but it's a little bit heavy from Ollie Sanderson. It was a fantastic couple of good balls in. Still not over by Tamworth. Still not over by Woking yet. They got the ball back into the box towards skipper Harry Buteman. His scissor kick towards goal was saved by Jazz Singh, but that has got the home fans well and truly wild at the minute. But it's now down the other end with Ollie Lynch as he gets into the 18-yard box, lays it back towards Curteran. Not fully connecting there, and Woking again clear it away. It's really end-to-end in these last couple of moments here. Woking had a couple of good through balls, so like a fantastic chance and goal down one end. Ollie Lynch selfishly pulled it back to Curteran down the other, but he couldn't get a full-on contact towards goal, and it remains 0-0 here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium, and the flag goes up for an offside against Teo Curteran. It is 8 minutes on the clock, 0-0 here. It's been a very entertaining start to the game so far. 15 minutes played here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium, and it is Woking 0, Tamworth 0. A game that's been very even so far. Both teams have had half chances. Both teams have looked to get forward really well. Good wing play from both teams, even good ball through the centre from both teams as well. I do feel like there's going to be goals in this game this afternoon. I'd be very, very surprised if this ends 0-0 because both teams have looked very goal hungry early on. Jazz Singh's goal kick though, telegraphed this time, had to be put out of play by Cullen Lyburn at the expense of a Woking throw. So Tamworth with a little bit of defending to do. As Woking look to launch this one down the line once again. Richards with ball in hand. Actually goes central into Seiler. Across the field to Okoli. Down the right-hand side now, Woking look to try and travel. Good play there to evade two players. Gets the ball into the box, headed away by Rye, not fully cleared away yet. Stabbed towards goal. It's in the back of the net. Woking take the lead. The number 30, Ollie Sanderson, on 16 minutes. That ball into the box, not fully dealt with by Joe Rye. The second ball latched onto by Sanderson, and he puts the ball into the back of the Tamworth goal to make it Woking 1, Tamworth 0. 16 minutes played, 21 minutes played, and it is still Woking 1, Tamworth 0. Tamworth do have a throw in though, right down by the corner flag on the opposite side of the pitch. So it is Tom Tonk's territory, but these throw-ins have not been as affected this season in my view as they certainly were last season. But Tonks is going to send it in nonetheless. Long throw-in towards the 6-yard box. It's evaded absolutely everybody, and it's going to roll out of play on the far side for a goal kick to Woking. Actually bounced off the corner flag and went out of play on this near side. Looks like I say, it will be a goal kick to the hosts. So, can Tom Tonks make one of these long throw-ins count this time? As he looks to try and launch this one in like a missile once again into that 6-yard box where there's a whole gaggle of bodies guarding Will Jaskalainen. In towards the penalty area, Jaskalainen punches away, comes out to Kurterin, Kurterin turns, finds Tonks. Tonks chips it towards the back post. It's not fully cleared away yet. Seachet shoots towards goal. Deflections all over the place in there, and Woking clear it away. Only as far as Fairlamb on the halfway line for Tamworth, although Fairlamb's had to go all the way back towards Jazz Singh. Singh then kicks along over the halfway line, trying to put Tamworth on the front foot one more. Lynch chases it, but it's cleared away by Woking. I think the chance has probably dissipated away for Tamworth, but it is headed out of play again for another Tamworth throw. A little bit needlessly there from Woking. So Tamworth do have yet another opportunity for Tonks to take one of these other, again, trademark long throws, and you do feel the more and more that he puts into the box, eventually they will stick. But at the minute, Woking seem to have them relatively covered so far. But this time in from Tonks again towards the penalty spot. Headed away by Woking, not fully cleared away as of yet. Tamworth try and bear down on it now. Kurterin on the edge of the box, shoots towards goal, take a wicked deflection. Woking clear it away, only as far again as Fairlamb on the halfway line, and yet again goes back towards Jazz Singh, and Tamworth try to play out from the back once more. Now Kennedy Deagy for Tamworth. He's got options, he looks up in front of him, finds Fairlamb on the left-hand side. Fairlamb sends one down the line for a Seachet to give chase, but one's a little bit too heavy and out of play for a Woking throw on the far side. But I do generally feel like Tamworth are beginning to get momentum with them. The past 5 minutes or so have been solely played inside the Woking half. Woking have held on. Tamworth haven't really got too many shots on target there, but they've had a lot of possession in that final third, and it's a lot better from the Lambs after they went a goal down after 16 minutes through Ollie Sanderson. Ball at the feet of Jazz Singh now. He kicks long up over the halfway line. Moles heads it infield, headed away by Woking. Alfie Bates' ball forward was cut out by the number 15, Roy Seiler. Further cleared away by Aaron Drew for Woking. Woking do regain possession just inside their own half as they now look to try and ply their way forward with Jaskalainen into Odusina. Woking now looking again to try and get through. Looked like there was a push in the back there from Joe Rye, but the referee and assistant say no. For me, that could have quite easily been given as a free kick to Woking, but it has gone out of play for what will be a Tamworth throw. Free kick then for the Lambs, probably 32 yards away from goal. It's very, very right of goal. But we've seen Teo Kurterin whip these balls beautifully to the edge of the box. So can he find a Tamworth head or foot from this dead ball situation? So Teo Kurterin about to whip this one in with aplomb. 2 arms in the air from the Tamworth midfielder. Headed away by Woking only as far as Tonks. Tonks heads back infield. Cleared away again by Woking only as far as Asishe. Asishe now charges down the left-hand side. Asishe still has it. It's just dispossessed on the byline though. Again, it's only cleared as far as Tonks. Tonks looks to go one way. Tries to recycle it back into the box, but opts to find Asishe. Asishe low to the edge of the area. That wasn't the right ball from Dan Asishe, as it's cleared away by Woking, but again only as far as Fairlam. Into the box again, and heads go up, but it's come off the head of, I think it was Kennedy Deagy, out of play and behind for a Woking goal kick. It is better from Tamworth, but still not finding that killer blow to get back on level terms here. 35 minutes played, still Woking 1, Tamworth 0. Second Tamworth throw in quick succession, and this time is literally 5 yards or so away from the corner flag as the referee, Mr. Declan Bourne, just has to do a little bit of housekeeping inside that 6-yard box, keeping a stern eye on proceedings. As Tom Tonks is momentarily out of sight, as you know, appears, sends this one in towards the back post this time. The heads do go up again. Can't be directed goalward by Tamworth. Woking clear it away as far as Teo Curteran. Curteran looks to go down the left-hand side, plays it into Asishe. Asishe gets a low, hard shot into the near post, straight into the midriff of Will Jaskalainen, who keeps hold of the ball before bowling it out in front of him to find a teammate. Good play down the right-hand side by the Lambs. Ollie Lynch and Stefan Moles combining to get the Lambs a corner away to the right-hand side. It's going to be Teo Curteran to whip this one in, out-swinging from the corner quadrant. So can he put the perfect delivery into the box? 2 arms in the air from him. Whipped in towards the back post. Deagy gets a head on it, but it's wide, and it's behind for a goal kick to Woking. It was the right idea. Tamworth got first contact, but Deagy couldn't generate the power or direction through it to put Will Jaskalainen's goal under any sort of immediate threat. The score remains Woking 1, Tamworth 0. 44 minutes on the clock. There is going to be a couple of minutes of added on time at the end of this first half, but not loads. So it does look like at the minute like Tamworth are going to go into the break trailing that one solitary goal to 0. But they are not out of this game by far. What can Tamworth do, or what can manager Andy Peakes do in the half-time interval to try and get Tamworth on top in this game? Ball into the box by Woking, playing by Jazz Singh. Singh then kicks long up over the halfway line. A monstrous kick by Jazz Singh. He's chased down by Moles, but Jaskalainen claims that one on the edge of his area. You can probably tell from going from one goalkeeper to the other how monstrous that kick actually was from Tamworth's Jazz Singh. So it is half-time here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. The half-time score is Woking 1, Tamworth 0. That goal coming from Ollie Sanderson after about 16 minutes. And to be honest, that is the only thing that really separates the two teams. Both teams have looked good going forward. Both teams have created half chances. And to be honest, Tamworth could be 2 down. It could also be 1 apiece. So, you know, big second half for the Lambs is needed to try and turn this game around. But it's been a far cry, and it's been a much better performance from what we saw Tuesday away at Yeovil. So I'm confident that Tamworth can go on and at least try and salvage a point in this one moving forward. Obviously I'd like to see us go and get all 3, but you know, you can't count Tamworth out as of yet. There is a whole second half left to go, and yeah, plenty of improvements can be made, but yeah, it's been a much better performance for me. Very warm welcome back then from the Laithwaite Community Stadium at the Lamb for full second half coverage of this Enterprise National League fixture between Woking and Tamworth. The half-time score, Woking 1, Tamworth 0. Ollie Sanderson putting the hosts in the lead after 16 minutes. Big second half for the Lambs to try and at least salvage a point on the road this afternoon. So let's see what the Lambs have in store for us. Many thank you once again for everybody tuning in on Mixlr and on TikTok as well, watching on my vlog channel as I just trial this out to see how it goes, and it seems to be being well received so far, so I may continue it if I can. But yeah, absolutely, it is going to be Tamworth to get this second half underway, and it is going to be Tom Tonks, the man standing over the ball. That will get the Lambs underway. Deagy heads back forward with intent, looking for a C-shave, but Woking cleared our lines down the right-hand side, again cleared away from Deagy. Woking once again repel one, back forward, down the other end, and it's had a play for a Tamworth throw-in away to my right-hand side, midway into the Tamworth half. It will be Luke Fairlamb to take this one as he sends it down the line, again headed forward by Woking, them getting first contact. Luke Fairlamb getting the second, sending it back to Jazz Singh as he kicks over the halfway line into Ollie Lynch, who is fouled from behind, and it will be a free kick to Tamworth. Fairlamb gets the cross in, headed away by Woking, not fully cleared away yet. A Seashay now tries to work himself some space, and that's taken a deflection off of Aaron Drew. Appeals for a handball there, but not given. I think it would have been incredibly harsh if it had, being totally honest. And now Woking up to try and break away, and a foul by Teo Curteran halts that attack. But Woking get the ball back underway now. As a Seashay is fouled there by Matt Ward, loses his boot in the process. And this time it will be a free kick to Tamworth on the halfway line. 49 minutes played, no addition to the half-time score. Tamworth do have a free kick, but just wondering who's going to come up to take it. I think it's going to be Luke Fairlamb. He will send this one forward as the Seashay wrestles his boot back onto his right foot. Fairlamb leaves it for Singh. Singh takes it short into Fairlamb. Fairlamb strides forward, gets the cross in towards the box, headed away by a Coley. The idea was right, but the execution not the best from Fairlamb. And Tamworth looked to try and recycle it all the way back to Jazz Singh to start all over again. Tamworth have a free kick. That subsequent clearance by Jazz Singh, picked up by Stefan Moggs. He tried to cut on the inside. He was brought down. Tamworth have a free kick just right of goal, probably 25 yards or so away from that goal that Will Jaskalainen guards at the moment. It does look like it's going to be Teo Curteran to send this one into the box. The Tamworth 42, it was signed from Maidstone earlier on in the season. Curteran then assesses his options as he just looks forward in towards the 18-yard box. As he looks past the four-man Woking wall that tries to guard that goal for Jaskalainen. What can Teo Curteran do as we enter the 51st minute here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium? Referee blows the whistle. It is going to be Curteran to step up, goes direct for goal, and it's straight into the hands of Will Jaskalainen. A little bit of an anticlimactic attempt in the end, and it remains Woking 1, Tamworth 0. It's still Stefan Moggs now, out wide to Fairlamb. As Fairlamb strides into the opposition half, sends a long ball forward towards Lynch. Lynch takes it down on his chest, tries to get away from Caleb Richards, but can't quite do that. In the end, it is sent forward by Andrews, takes a deflection off a Seashay and had a play for a Woking throw midway into the Woking half. 54 minutes played, still Woking 1, Tamworth 0. Been a very, very similar start to the game, or the half, as we had in the first half, where both teams are looking good, getting forward and creating chances. No team really had a clear-cut chance this second half as of yet, as Woking now look to try and come forward again. Tom Tonks halts that momentarily, but it's still Andrews coming forward for Woking. Out wide now to Ward. He now looks to cut inside. Finds Andrews once again. Ball into the box, towards the back post, into the goal. It's 2-0. Fantastic ball in. Simple tapping at the back post for Aidan O'Brien. It was all about that delivery though from Jamie Andrews into the back post. And it is now Woking 2, Tamworth 0. So it is the number 6, Jamie Andrews, with this corner for Woking. As he sends it low towards the near post, headed away by Tamworth as far as Curteran. He's got himself into a little bit of trouble though as he tries to get the ball away, and he can pass it towards the Woking man. It was the number 6, Jamie Andrews again, who got another curling ball in towards the back post, but this time it missed everyone and behind for a Tamworth goal kick. Woking going in search of a third, and at the minute they do seem like they are most likely to get the next goal, as I can see down below Dan Creaney and Ben Aquayi both kitted up ready to come on to get some minutes in this game to try and maybe change the dynamics a little bit. It is going to be Alfie Bates leaving the field of play to be replaced by Dan Creaney. Just wait for the second board to go up to see who Ben Aquayi will be replacing. One would assume it could be Dan Asishe, and it does look like it is going to be Asishe, the one making his way off of the field. So Alfie Bates off, Dan Asishe off, Dan Creaney on, and Ben Aquayi coming on to the pitch to try and change Tamworth's fortunes. Do have another throwing opportunity with Tom Tonks once again to at least try and get Tamworth a goal back into this game at the minute with time to play. Let's wait and see what Tonks can do from the throw, then loops in towards the near post, gone all the way through to Moles, and it's stabbed into the roof of the net by Dan Creaney. Tamworth get one back. It was all about the throw-in from Tom Tonks once again. It evaded absolutely everybody, fell to the far post. It was looped towards Dan Creaney, who thunders it into the roof of the net to give Tamworth a lifeline in this game. It is Woking 2, Tamworth 1, still with 22 minutes of the 90 left to go. It is well and truly game on now for the Lambs. Tamworth throw then down to my left-hand side. It's going to be Tom Tonks again to launch this one in. Now the last Tom Tonks long throw brought out Tamworth's goal from Dan Creaney. Can Tom Tonks recreate some similar sort of magic on the near side this time? And just wipes the ball down on his Tamworth jersey. Spins the ball in his hands, sends it forward towards that far post. Headed down by Diggy, shot towards goal! Take on as only just wide of Jaskalainen's goal. It must have been millimetres wide. I think Jaskalainen had a big exhale there because he feels like that was a massive let-off. Tamworth would quite easily have just equalised in this game. Conrad Liebert millimetres away from scoring. Jaskalainen gets the game back underway. Diggy heads forward. Now Aquayi. Curteran sends one forward for Creaney. Creaney tries to chase forward, but it's going to be played back towards Jaskalainen by Odesina. And out of play it goes for a Woking throw. Tamworth certainly beginning to mount some sort of possession and getting some sort of momentum in this game. Is it too little, too late though? As there's going to be a yellow card brandished towards I think it's Aaron Drew for maybe taking too long to take the throw down below, and he shakes his head in disappointment, but it is a yellow card to Aaron Drew. To the final minute of the 90 here now, and it is still Woking 3, Tamworth 1. That third goal going in from Matt Ward. I do anticipate there to be at least 10 minutes of added on time though at the end of this game. So there is a little bit of discontent down below between the two dugouts. The referee just sorts it down, and it is 12 minutes of added on time that has been shown. 12 minutes added on time. Is that 12 minutes of prolonged agony for Tamworth, or is that 12 minutes to nick 2 goals? Wishful thinking on the second, if I must admit. But let's hope Tamworth can at least try and have a bit of fight back and try and make this interesting in this 12 minutes because they would have heard that, the players on the pitch, and will feel like they can probably try and put a spanner in the works. There's going to be a change down below though.
Substitution for Woking, please show your
Woking
appreciation for number 7.
making a change. It's going to be the skipper Harry Buterman leaving the field. Plays with the 14, Tariq Hines.
And Harry's replaced by number 14, Tariq Hines.
So, as we are into that 12 minutes now, but not really done anything since that was announced. So, we're into the 92nd minute now. So, time is still going to be added on. This game will be well and truly going past 5 o'clock this evening here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium as strangely some of the Woking fans begin to head for the exits in the seated stand away to my left hand side. Fairland then takes his free kick forward, headed away by Woking as they dump it upfield as Tamworth try and repel. He's had a play for a Woking throw. I'm ticking away though in added on time. Tamworth still trailing here, 3 goals to 1, and Woking do have a throw midway into the Tamworth half that there'll be in no rush whatsoever to take at all. We are reading 98 minutes on the clock. There was 12 minutes added on time shown, but there has been stoppages and substitutions in that 12 minutes so far, so there's going to be more time to be added on. Woking trying to work their way into the Tamworth box again, cleared away by Rye, up towards Creaney. Out wide now to Stephen Moult. He chests it down, plays it forward for the run of Raindorf, but he's not going to get there ahead of Odesina. He's had a play for a Woking throw on the far side. And you do feel, well, you felt a while ago when that third goal went in actually that Tamworth were not going to get back into this game, but as Woking now going to slow the game down mode, you well and truly do feel like it's out of reach for the Lambs. A throw in on the far side. Is it a last ditch effort for Tamworth to get a consolation goal here through the throw of Tom Tonks as cries with a whistle come around the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Into the box it comes from Tonks. Stabbed towards goal by Colin Liebert. Appealed for handball. Recycled back into the box. Claimed by the hands of Jaskalainen, and you do feel that could be the full-time whistle as soon as Jaskalainen releases this ball. No, the referee still continues play to carry on. Fairland scurries across the pitch to be able to send that one back to Jazz Singh to stop the counter-attack from Woking. Singh plays it upfield, flicked on by Moles, out of play it goes for a Woking throw-in midway in the Woking half. We have played 113 minutes so far, plus the 2 minutes added on time in the first half. A lot of football played here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium, but it is Woking 3, Tamworth 1. As we do await the referee's full-time whistle, which is mere moments away. Throw on the far side then by Woking. Headed back forward by Tamworth and then headed back again down the other end by Woking. It goes out of play for a Tamworth throw on the far side. Tom Tonks looking to send one forward. Into the opposite end of the pitch it goes. Comes back with intent once again. Another throw into Tamworth. Another long throw from Tonks. Further down the pitch to be picked up by Moles. Moles can't control it. Out of play it goes for a Woking throw. As Moles scurries off the ball to give the ball to the Woking man to try and give him the hurry up to take this throw. Caleb Richards having none of it though, and will take all his time in the world once again. And like I said earlier, with Jaskalainen, who can actually blame him in total honesty. And there goes the final whistle here. It has finished Woking 3, Tamworth 1. Woking rounding out victory here against Tamworth. Tamworth did get a consolation goal of sorts and did look actually, when they got that goal to make it 2-1 at the time, like they maybe could have directed themselves forward to try and get back on level terms, but alas, Woking just kicked in another gear, got a third, and then you had to say it was all over from then. So, yeah, full time, Woking 3, Tamworth 1. Again, another defeat on the road. Tamworth, next game, we travel to Wealdstone on Tuesday for the third of 3 away games in a row for that rearranged game from a few weeks ago. So, defeat for Tamworth again on the road, and that makes it 2 defeats in 2 away games. Obviously, the 2-0 loss to Yeovil, 3-1 loss today. There was glimmers today that, you know, it was a little bit better performance, but again, a bit naive in front of goal, just struggling to really, you know, put any pressure on in that final third. I mean, Ollie Lynch again looked very isolated at times for me. It wasn't until Dan Creaney came on that there looked like there could be a bit of a turn, maybe, but it was too little too late. Tamworth obviously got that goal to make it 2-1 through Dan Creaney. Didn't really kick on too much after that. We had a few chances, there was a couple just wide, but maybe I think when we were throwing bodies forward, we came a little bit overstretched, and you know that allowed Woking to go and get their third, and then at that point it was completely out of reach. So yeah, there were some positives, still lots of negatives, and still lots of improvement needed. You know, 2 difficult away days, I would imagine, for teams wanting to get points that are down towards the lower end of the table. Don't seem to both either really be in any danger of relegation, but could do if they had a bad run of results. But you know, Tamworth travel to Wealdstone next on Tuesday for that rearranged fixture from a few weeks ago that was called off. And that's a game that Tamworth need to go and get points at. We won there last season on the road, and we need to go and do the same again. Wealdstone not been doing the best recently either. For me, we obviously definitely need to go and pick up points on the road there, at least 1, hopefully all 3, and that will put a better slant on these last 2 games, going in to the big crunch game against Carlisle at the Lamb a week today. So yeah, for me, it was a difficult commentate at times, because I was on my own again. So, you know, they're always difficult when you're on your own to try and get some momentum. Like, there was a break in play for 8 minutes today where there was a player down receiving treatment, and you're trying to fill airspace with, you know, talking yourself for 8 minutes, and that is very, very difficult to do. Usually it's good if you've got somebody with you, like a co-commentator, to bounce off, and then at least you can, you know, try and get a bit of banter going, discuss the goings on, but it's really difficult to just discuss things with yourself, I'll be honest. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there for today. If you're still here, thank you for watching. Don't forget to give me a subscribe and a like on the video, and you know, maybe share it with some of your friends as well. I'll be at Wealdstone on Tuesday. I believe at the minute I'm going on my own again, so that'll be another one to travel to. But yeah, thanks for being with me, and I'll catch you in the next one.